Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a reading for December 2015 for the sign of Scorpio. I wanted to say thank you first and foremost before I begin the reading for your likes, for your shares, for your thumbs up, for your comments and your questions. I really appreciate everything that you send my way. It makes me want to do this that much more. I do apologize for the videos coming out a little bit later. I have been working non-stop for the last 3 weeks with barely any days off, and on top of it having difficulties uploading my videos on YouTube. So again, my apologies for that. So let's start off with your reading. I'll go through the first 5 cards as a general reading, and the last card, additional card from the angel cards, from the angels deck, basically what you need to know as a final message. So in a position of now, what we have is patience and planning. It's a card number 7. It does pertain to the physical aspect of life. This could be money related, this could be job, this could be relationships, it could also be health. However, this card is shown to me in a reverse position, which tells me that I want to say you have the green light to go ahead with something. This could pertain to career, starting off, or starting a new job. This could also pertain to starting a new relationship or being on the verge of starting a new relationship, and one that you have been waiting for quite some time. So this is going to go romantic and it's going to go career for some of you, and hopefully for most of you. So that's what's happening now. The word I get, or the message I get, is green light, go ahead, things are ready to take off for you. Okay, where you're coming from, or what's in the past, in a not too distant past, you have the number 3, and it's called rejoice and celebration. And this is, in a traditional tarot deck, this is called the 3 of Cups. And what this is telling me is that you're coming from a place or situation that required a lot of planning on your part, but you are not the only one that was involved in this planning process. Again, I want to talk about work, career, and I also want to talk about relationships. Now, I'm also, as I'm talking, I'm also being shown, I want to talk about theater. And I don't know why. This is rarely do I get a message of that specific nature, but I'm seeing and feeling being on a stage. And as I say that, I get chills. That's always my confirmation to keep going with this. And I want to talk about some kind of a play, a theater play, some play that will be for people to see. There has been a lot of planning, a lot of determination put into this play. And I want to, again, stick with theater. It could be cinema, but I want to go with theater, live theater. And the effort that you put into this was also joined by efforts of other people. And I feel that there's actually quite a few people involved in this, okay? So if the theater message makes sense to you and it's that specific, please let me know, because rarely do I get something so significantly specific in general readings. So that's where you're coming from. It's a very much a time of celebration, time of planning, and it's a very joyous a time of putting something together. So that's in your past. Where you're going, or your immediate future, what we have is, the card is called moving on, and this is very much a mental card, so it pertains to your mental thoughts, ideas, that type of thing. However, the card is shown to me in reverse. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask what my guide wants me to say about this. Okay, what he's saying to me, and I want to stay with this play, what he's saying to me is that whatever the situation that you have the green light to go ahead with, you are going to be sticking with it for quite some time. Again, I feel that you are part of a larger group. Career-wise, if this is pertaining to romantic relationship, this is obviously you are part of a union that involves another person or other people. But I'm being told that you are here to, in the situation right now that's about to take off or that is taking off, you are here to stay. And I'm also hearing the words that this is a long-term solution to something that you have been seeking or looking for quite some time. And I get the number 9. This could mean that you have been waiting for this for 9 years, 9 months, or 9 weeks. But I hear the number 9 it's very specific. So wherever you're going, it's going to be a place for you of permanency. That's what I want to stick with. And what he's showing me is that this place of permanency, this permanence about this situation is going to give you really good ground to stand on. In other words, it's going to make you feel a sense of stability moving forward. Okay, and as I'm talking about this, I see myself standing on a firm ground, and I'm very sure about where I am, not so much where I'm coming from, but where I am and where I'm going. And there's a sense of, I want to pat myself on the back, and there's a sense of looking forward to the next part of this process. Okay, so that's your immediate future. In your distant past, what you have is the card is called Shadow. And I do believe that in the traditional tarot deck, this is called the Moon. However, this is shown to me in reverse. So I'm going to ask what this means. Whatever this means, it is in your distant past, so it is not affecting you. Well, it will affect you going forward, but it is not as significant as if it was in the future. So let me see what he wants me to say about this. What he's saying to me is that in your past, you had to take a very close look at yourself. And again, whatever the situation is that you're dealing with right now, the one that's ready to take off, the one that's going to give you stability, it has its roots in you looking at the darker parts of you or at the deeper parts of you. Let me just see if I can give you a little bit more of a clarity. You had to acknowledge some things about yourself that weren't necessarily easy to acknowledge. And this can pertain to, I want to say, unhealthy behaviors, perhaps addictions, addictions to people, addictions to substance, addictions to things. So it required you to look at yourself very closely. And I also hear the word monitor. So you had to monitor yourself with regards to something. So that's in the past. It has affected you, obviously, and it also has affected you with respect to where you're going now and where you will be going in the future. So this is a very interesting reading because I'm getting a whole bunch of different stuff about this, but it seems to be very specific about something. The play, whoever this pertains to, theater, play, I also want to say New York, and I just got chills all over me. Incidentally, I am going to be in New York in the next few days. I don't think that's the reason why I'm here in New York, but I want to say I'm talking to someone who either moved to New York, is going to be having a play in New York, or lives in New York. This is, I want to, if this makes sense to you, please let me know because this is so specific. Okay, in your distant future, what we have, a card of new beginnings. Okay, this is a major arcana card, which also signifies a lot of internal changes will be happening in your future. And this, in a traditional tarot deck, is it's a card called the Fool. And what basically this is saying is that in the future, And I want to talk about March, April of next year, and keep going as far as June, July, also August. So between March, April, July, and August, there's going to be a time in your life where you will be presented with new beginnings. This could be new opportunities. Again, this play thing is coming up. So perhaps whoever I'm speaking with, you will be presented with the opportunity to be in a different play, or a new play, or another play. This could pertain to new jobs, new relationships. I also feel there is a possibility of you moving to a new town or a new city and begin anew. I want to say the word begin anew. That's very important. I also feel that you are separating from wherever you are now, and you are leaving people behind. But I don't sense a lot of negativity with this. I don't sense a lot of sadness. There is an excitement about this, and a sense of, I am going to start something new and fresh, and I've been looking towards this for quite some time. Okay, so that's what the general message is. Now let's see what the angels want to say to you as the final card. The card is called Five of Fire, and it says competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So I'm going to see how this is connecting to the reading here. What I'm being told is that you have a lot on the go, and you are involved with a lot of people in whatever capacity, whether it's this play in theater, or some kind of a project that's in your workplace, on your career. And I also feel that you have a lot of things coming at you, and you may feel like you are running out of time during the day to accomplish everything, or see everything, or see everyone. And what the angels are saying is, keep your focus and keep looking straight, don't look back. Because he's saying to me that oftentimes you have had in the past the tendency to lose your focus, and you don't want to lose your focus right now, because the prize, or the gift at the end of the road, is very significant indeed. And they're showing me a present wrapped up with a red bow, and I don't know what the present is inside the box, but it's quite significant, and it's being handed to you as if to say, this is for you, for work well done. Pat yourself on the back, keep going, keep motivated, don't look back, don't let naysayers sidetrack you from where you're going, and keep your head high. Okay? I hope this makes sense to you. This was a little bit of an interesting reading. I have to say, almost in a way that I feel a little bit off balance with this, but you know, it's not making sense to me because it's not supposed to, and I always appreciate when you let me know that in fact what makes no sense to me makes complete sense to you, and I love hearing that. So let me know if this makes sense. Give me your comments. Please like, share. I want to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I will be giving you readings again in January 16. My videos for January will be coming either at the end of December or beginning of January. The rest of December is completely packed for me. I literally have one day off, and it's very difficult for me to fit all the videos in one day. Nonetheless, I will do my best. Again, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.